factor. Chainmail will probably be the heaviest I'm willing to put on. Oh, there are indeed arrows. There are 13 crossbow bolts, but we're not taking them because we're not going to be using them. We're not going to be using a crossbow. The only reason we'll take a crossbow is to actually trade it away. An excellent dagger. Well, that's very handy. Hold on to that. Serviceable leather leggings, worn leather leggings. Goodbye, leather leggings. Hello, hopefully not cursed leather leggings. See, I knew there were pants down here. What's this, pair of pants lying on the ground? Put them on. No questions asked. Arrows. Headless! Let's do it, Headless. But let's not do it. Let's fight. Not do it. You know what I meant. Everyone knew what I meant. Whoa! Oh, Headless, you never saw this coming. Aha! Sorry. I realize you're now all rooting for the Headless and hope I'm killed. I probably do deserve it. Oh, nice hit. Oh! Pausing a little bit there. Let's see if I can do it. Oh! Oh! We're taking big hits here. This Headless may have... Oh! This Headless may have our name on it. Well, I mean... Our name on it? Does that make any sense? I mean... This Headless may do us in. Okay, we're gonna need to up our defense. We're probably going to be using a combat mantra. But I really need magic. You know, if we learn magic, we can actually cast a defensive spell to help us resist this thing's attacks. Well, not this particular thing, because this thing will hopefully be dead by then. But enemies' attacks. Let's force. Oh! We may get the I'm about to die music. Maybe turning around and running and hightailing it out of here. We definitely will not be able to continue exploring down here. We're going to have to make a tactical withdrawal. Yeah, I thought we were doing really well with a high attack and a high mace skill. This thing, I really think swords do, bladed weapons are more effective against this thing than blunt. I may be making that up, by the way. There may be no difference between what weapon you use and the enemy you're fighting. It's gonna keep bashing this thing right in the groin, apparently. Ooh, nice hit there. And yeah, I remember a long time ago when I was a kid, I would just stab over and over and over again. I think the slash though is pretty decent. I remember the manual I think mentions that indeed side strikes do average chance to hit, average damage. This does not as much damage, but a good chance to hit. And this does worse chance to hit, but highest amounts of damage. Oh! I'm holding up. Oh, this is really close. Oh, nice. But I'm really close to killing him too. Let's see who's gonna win this. I think yes. Let's say I think I got it. All right. All right. We're at half our life, so we're gonna have to come back later and finish exploring this passage, this chasm. I don't think there's anything left in it. We will take a peek anyway, and we'll go upstairs together this time. I'll talk about a few other things about the game. So, actually, just as I said that, I can't think of anything to talk about. So maybe it's best if we don't continue this journey together. I mean, overall, we're going to continue the journey. I meant back up to the healing fountain. Let's think. What else is there to mention? I guess we'll go over some of the skills here that I haven't talked about. At least as far as I seem to remember them. So mana, obviously, by now, you've heard me mention before, mana increases my mana reserve. My hit points go up based upon my vitality. Is that right? No, I'm sorry. My starting vitality is just how many starting hit points I have. I don't actually know what makes this go up. Maybe the amount you gain. Maybe strength? Not 100% sure. In any case, mana directly affects how much mana you possess. I don't quite know the ratio of mana points to mana pool. Lore, the higher lore you have, the better chance you have of identifying an item. I think I already covered lore. Casting along with your intelligence deals with if you'll be successful in casting a spell. spells could simply fail to cast, in which case nothing happens, or they could backfire, which means you use mana and you take damage instead of casting the spell. There's no other effect other than taking that damage. Traps lets you detect and I think possibly disarm traps, but there are so few traps in this game that it's really not worth taking any points in. In fact, the fact I have 4 traps means that somewhere I made a mistake. Search. Search is, I think I mentioned before, lets you find secret passages. Track lets you see if there's monsters around. We don't have a track of skill of anything, so we're really bad at that. Sneak. Sneak is your ability to sneak up on it, obviously, on an enemy and smack him in the back. Sneak would be a decent thing, only creatures detect you the moment that your light hits them. So, it's not so helpful as you would think, but you could make it very helpful because you don't technically need to use light sources. There's a spell called, I think, Dark Vision, and that would let you see in the dark, in fact, or infravision. I think we'll be finding a scroll or two of it. Everything you don't get any color, things in black and white, but you can see pretty far into the out there. So you could use that along with sneak to basically be like a backstabbing rogue and sneak up on all the creatures and kill them. Repair. I've never used repair before, so that's what I've been really curious about, to see what this skill lets us do when we finally find an anvil, which we'll get to on level 2. Charm lets us be able to make deals with people without resorting to the worst possible outcome. Normally, if you don't have any charm, you always have to accept like very bad deals. Monsters won't let you get anything better. I think charm lets you, the higher the charm, lets you get better deals. Of course, if you've been adventuring, you'll get so much stuff that you can just throw like someone has 5 coins you really want. You just trade like 5 serviceable leather caps to him and just take it. Because the serviceable caps aren't doing any good, and you want the money later on to pay for repairs for this one awesome dwarf that we're going to meet, or to get items identified by this other mage deep down into the depths. We're taking a small break, by the way. We're going to go grab that sapling. Now, this is kind of tricky, because if I die while carrying this thing, that's it for me. In fact, we're going to save the game just to make sure. Oh, it is 11 o'clock at night, so it's time for me to go to bed. But first, we will take this silver sapling, and we'll plant it in the storeroom. I believe I have room to do that there. And all this is going back in there, too. So let's keep talking about the different skills in this game. We went over Charm. Picklock, obviously, is your ability to use lockpicks. We have a lockpick, which is fantastic, though we have not had any opportunity or need to use it so far. I've already explained that Acrobat does. Helps reduce damage from falls and lets you jump without worrying too much. Appraise will let you actually correctly guess how much things are worth. I don't know really much more about Appraise than that. Let's go back to this. What else do we have? And finally, Swimming. Higher your swimming skill, the longer you can be in water without drowning. I really thought for sure we were going to drown when we were right in this area last time. But swimming, I think we had a swimming of 6. Let's do okay. Swimming of 11 will be really good. We don't really need anything higher than that. We won't have to do any long distance swimming. We could do that in, I think level 3 is mostly a water area. But hopefully, if we decide to go the magic route, we'll be learning a spell that lets us walk on water, which is more important than being able to swim in it, because it lets us swing our weapons and combat the lurkers we're going to find. And later on, we'll be fighting things called deep lurkers, which look exactly like normal lurkers, but they're poisonous and do a lot more damage. Okay, so we're back here, and yes, this is a perfect opportunity, a place for us to use our silver sapling. So we've got a decent, excellent dagger. We're going to put that there. We have some boots. Let's take this back. Put the boots and the cap in that, and that can go back there. That didn't take too long. Hopefully that was somewhat interesting. A nice little talk between us, between ourselves. And now let's go, it's 11:01, but I'd like to finish up this room. At least get ready to fly, because I need to look up the instruction manual to figure out how I can how you fly in this game. Because we gotta be really quick, the potion won't last forever. The potion starts out as a flying potion, and then it becomes feather fall. Basically, you can just fall to the ground, and that's it. And then it ends. Another reason why we're killing the Headlesses is just in case we don't do it in time. The potion does not last very long. We'll be able to work our way back out without having suffered damage from a hefty fall, and have to fight our way past Headlesses. As you can see, despite the fact I thought we were doing really well on our combats, with our combat skills, we're not doing as well as I had thought. Alright, so we're back in the pits. And we're going to go to the left and see what there is to see down this corridor. There's crossbow bolts. Again, we're not going to pick them up. We don't need to trade them. We're not going to take back the worn leather leggings. We have serviceable, and I don't think the ones we got from the one guy's grave are magical at all. We don't need arrows either, because we're not going to be picking up a bow other than to trade it away. This was the one Headless, now an X Bodiless. I want to say there's one more Headless down here. I thought there was 4 or 5 of them. Oh, nope, that's it. Wow, okay. Well, that's all there is down here. So, let's think here. Let's go and level up again at the mantra, and then we'll come back here to do the flying. The mantra we'll do, and then I can go to bed, and we'll pick this game up a little later. Hope you guys have been enjoying this game. I know I'm talking a lot more than I normally do. Normally I wouldn't talk at all. But then you guys only have to listen to the music to this game. And I don't think I'm being too bad with the talking. So hopefully it's not too annoying. I apologize if it is. So yeah, let's actually look at my map really quick. This is all the spiral room. So, oh, and we can see right here, this is where we want to go. This is probably the storeroom. And this was the maze room. So this is all the spiral chamber. And the blueprints are probably around blueprints. Blueprints are probably down in here. How are we doing on experience, by the way? We killed, what, 3 Headlesses? I thought for sure there were 4 of them. And we didn't level up again, but or did we? I can't remember. I don't think we leveled up again, but we may be able to use the mantra anyway. So we'll take a quick visit and see if we can use it once. And we'll take us some points into the mystical arts, I guess. The Headlesses are really tough, but I don't think we're going to fight any more Headlesses on this level. I think actually we'll be fighting something much tougher than a Headless later on. Like a semi-boss. A mini-boss? Semi-boss? A mini-boss. Although there'll be more of these creatures that we're going to fight. I won't ruin it for you, what it looks like either. But we'll be doing some pretty hefty fighting later on here. It's going to be a really tough fight. Alright, so we're leaving here to get back to the mantra area, and I always get confused when I do this. So to the right. I definitely hear something. There's something going on over there. There's something slithering around. There must be a secret passage here that I'm not unable to see. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, this is the right direction. Go right, turn. Okay, here we go. Time to see if I can actually level up again. How's my torch doing? Nearly spent. How am I doing? Fed and wide awake. We're not peckish yet, so we don't have to eat. Alright, everyone.